Hey, sofrito lovers, this is Ben Ramos bringing you another mukbang from my palatial home here in the Northwest Bronx. The Bronx is the home of hip hop and salsa. I am bringing you a Puerto Rican Dominican fusion. First of all, we have gandules, which are translated as green pigeon peas, stewed green gandules from my Puerto Rican side. On top of a bed of locrio de chuleta humada. All of that means is rice cooked with smoked pork chops, and that is the Dominican part. Locrio is this term that Dominicans use when they talk about any rice dish that's been cooked with either beans or meat or whatever. Anything cooked with the alongside the rice is called locrio. So Puerto Rican Dominican fusion right here. Cooked by yours truly. Delicious. I made the gandules guisado, stewed green pigeon peas with a great piece of ham steak or jamón de cocinal, which pairs wonderfully with the smoked pork chop. So it's a nice toasted ham with smoked pork chops. It's very porky and very delicious. Loving it. If I do say so for myself, if I do say so myself, I put my foot in it. It is good. So, frito lovers, how are you? I hope you're doing great. I'm really happy to be able to bring you another Wednesday video. I think for the summer, for the summer, I think this once a week, every Wednesday night seems to work. I don't know if you saw, I spit a giant piece of rice, just flew out of my mouth. Again, it's not a Ben Ramos mukbang. It's not a sofrito en maso mukbang if I'm not spilling food on myself or spitting it all over the world. This Wednesday format is working for me because a lot of Wednesdays I'm free after 8 o'clock. All the other nights I tend to have meetings, work-related stuff, personal stuff, political stuff. Wednesday nights are working out. I brought you a mukbang last week. Thank you for watching. I know it's been so long. I said I was away for a month and a half. I was away for 2 months. I wasn't even aware of that until I looked at the bottom video when I was uploading this one. Not this one, the one last week. I was like, whoa, I said a month and a half. Oh my God, I was totally wrong. It was 2 months. So thank you to everyone who came back. Please come back, come watch, come listen. Enjoy this video. I hope you're eating something delicious with me. Things have been going great, sofrito lovers. Things are great, but I also took a little bit of a sad blow today. Right now, my partner is currently in Charlotte, North Carolina. Charlotte or Charlottesville? I forgot. Either way, he's out of New York City. He left today because he's on his way to California. He's going to be in California for the next 3 weeks. He comes back on Wednesday, July 5th, which is incidentally is the first day of my summer program. So it'll be kind of nice because after that long day of summer, first day of summer program, I get home and my bear will be here with me. So he's away. He's going to be dealing with some family issues. And his sister on Saturday, June 24th, is celebrating her belated wedding anniversary. I can't even talk these days, guys. I'm sorry. Her belated wedding reception. She was married a few months ago to her wonderful Cuban husband who she spent many years waiting for. It's a very long, convoluted immigration love story. Latin American immigration love story. But yes, so Maritza will be celebrating her belated wedding reception / musical theater dance extravaganza, and David will be singing at his sister's reception, so it'll be beautiful. I unfortunately could not go. You guys know work is intense right now, and I'm starting my summer program, and I could not take 3 weeks off from work. It was just impossible. But David's away, so I'm going to be solo here in the apartment in the Bronx for the next 3 Wednesdays. Next 3 weeks, technically 2 Wednesdays. He left on a Wednesday, comes back on a Wednesday. The next 2 Wednesdays, I'll be alone. But I'm doing great, Sofrito lovers. Work is great. My program ends on Friday. Next week, I am going to get to receive several visits from friends from Puerto Rico. Next week is the United Nations Decolonization Committee hearings at the United Nations, where many of us go to talk about the state of human rights in Puerto Rico, the colonial reality of Puerto Rico. So even though I'll be alone here for the next couple of days, starting like Sunday and Monday, I got friends from all over Puerto Rico landing in New York City. So there's going to be a lot of meetings, get-togethers, dinners, lunches, greeting people at the airport, taking people to the airport, saying hello to people. I was telling David, I'm like, don't worry about me being alone. Next week, I won't be able to even pay to be alone. There's going to be so many people around. And I'm going to try to be as social as possible. I don't know if I ever told you guys this, but, and maybe you guys might get this from my personality. I'm a homebody. I'm not the biggest traveler. I'm not the biggest, social butterfly. I'm not. A mí me gusta quedarme en mi casa. I like to stay home. I get out of work, I'm tired, I'm frustrated, I'm hungry, I want to go home. The idea sometimes of leaving work and let's get on the train and go downtown and let's get home by 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning because I've been socializing with friends and family, but that is abhorrent to me. I much rather be at home. I'm surrounded by hundreds of people all day long. So the idea of willingly surrounding me with more people is just like anathema to me. Like, absolutely not. I'd much rather be home, be alone, be surrounded by one person. It's just, the nature of my work and the nature of my personality, I have to be around a lot of people for work. So when I don't have to be, I try not to be. But I do recognize that I need people. And next week, I don't want to be here alone too much. And I don't want to be by myself because it gets sad. I miss David. I miss my bear. So, next week, there'll be a lot of folks around, a lot of opportunities to socialize and be around people and say hi to people that I don't get to see a lot. Also, today is the 14th. Yesterday, obviously, the 13th. 1 month from yesterday, I will be in Puerto Rico. Me and Frankie's family. Hey, I'm washing everything down with some Windex. Cleaning the glassy crystal linings of my body. No, this is Kool-Aid Zero Sugar Berry Blast or Berry Fantastic something. I don't know. Berry-tastic, whatever the fuck. David made me a picture of this before he left. David's the one that got me into Crystal Lights and zero sugar powders. I used to just drink water and or my diet and or zero sugar sodas. He's the one that got me into Crystal Light and all that. And Crystal Light, powdered drinks. In about a month, we'll be going to Puerto Rico to spread half of Frankie's ashes. The other half of Frankie's ashes will be spread in Cuba. Not too sure when that will happen this year, if it does happen this year. It'll be my first time going home to Puerto Rico in more than 10 years. Yes, you heard correctly. Ben Ramos, super proud Puerto Rican, has not been to his island homeland in over 10 years. Can't wait to go back. Long story. The one thing I will tell you is I almost went to Puerto Rico the week that Hurricane Maria hit. Yep. Had I gone to Puerto Rico, had I gone 1 or 2 days, I was supposed to go 1 or 2 days before the hurricane was supposed to land. But when I was hearing about a hurricane, I was like, not going. No, 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 no. I'm not going anywhere near it if there's a possibility of a hurricane. And I didn't. And I was very smart on my part because had I gone to Puerto Rico, I would have been hit by the hurricane and would not have been able to leave Puerto Rico for more than a month because, excuse me, because the airports, I believe, were close to nearly a month and a half, were closed after the hurricane hit for nearly 2 months. So I would have been stranded on the island all of that time. So, you know, I am going to Puerto Rico in about a month. And I'll be with friends and family that I haven't seen in a long time. And friends of Frank's that are friends of mine that I haven't seen in a long time. So a lot of Puerto Rico energy around me. Next week, we're going to have all these people from the island around. And then in a month, I'll be in Puerto Rico for about 3 or 4 days. I know it's a lightning strike of a visit. I'm going, doing what I got to do, say hello to a couple of people, out. Because I'm taking already 2 days out of work, which is serious because my program is, I'll be leaving the second week of my program having started, and that's kind of intense. David is also coming with me. So funny enough, David arrives July 5th, and then we leave for Puerto Rico on the 13th. So he's getting home to New York and then heading out. I was contemplating going by myself, but given the nature of that visit and the emotional toll, I need help. I can't go by myself. I can't. It's going to be very emotional and powerful. I think about it and it's like gut wrenching. So I'm not doing that by myself. I'm not going to. I don't have to. David isn't working. He's auditioning when he can audition. He's doing the things that he can do when he can do them. He has an ability to control his schedule in a way that most of us who work conventional work can't. So I asked him, I said, when you get back a week and a day later, can you go with me to Puerto Rico? And he was like, okay. So we booked the tickets and we're off to see the wizard. So things are great, Sofrito lovers. Just the apartment is so quiet. David isn't here. He isn't talking on the phone. He isn't singing. He isn't watching TV. I'm here on my own Wednesday night having a delicious dinner. I cooked this, by the way. I told you guys, but I cooked this. This was a Sunday night dinner that we've kept in the refrigerator for the last couple of days. And even though it was cooked on Sunday, it is still delicious. If not even more delicious than when I made it on Sunday. Sofrito lovers, just touching base with you. I'm so happy I'm able to bring you another mukbang in June. Yeah, I think these Wednesdays are going to work. I have a lot of good Wednesdays in the summer. A lot of, open Wednesdays. So I'll be able to touch base with you guys. Mira, Sofrito lovers, just shooting the shit, hoping that you guys are doing well. Let me get more zero sugar Kool-Aid berry licious berry very good Windex drink. I can't lie, it's delicious. It pairs excellently with the gandules and the locrio de chuleta ahumada. Sofrito lovers, things are good. Always great to touch base. I hope you guys had a good dinner along with me. We will definitely talk next week. I finished dinner on this video. Amazing. That is a Ben Ramos Sofrito My Soul first, I believe. Or maybe a second or third, who knows? I've been around for a while. So, frito lovers, go out there, go have some culinary adventures. I hope we can talk soon. Como siempre, mucho, mucho, mucho amor.